Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I've decided to hold this press conference to inform you that Brandon Shanahan and Kyle Dubas have been fired from the Toronto Maple Leafs. My name is Burt Crown, and I will be taking over as president and GM of this organization. You have heard for too many years now to trust the process. Trust the process. The process hasn't gotten us out of the first round, so we will no longer be trusting the process. This culture that they have built, quote unquote, trust the culture, we have built a good room, is not the room for this city, and it's not the room for this organization. I can promise you one thing, this year will be painful. I can also promise you, other than promising you this year will be painful, you will get no other promises from me. We are going to build the best team we can, but we are getting rid of the culture, and we are scratching the process that the previous GM and president tried to establish in here because it did not work. So, I am sorry to say, we will not be the best team this year to watch, but we will not be eliminated from the first round. So let's start working on this club, and let's get this organization to a point that it hasn't been in since the 60s, and that's to win a Stanley Cup. Like I said, my name is Burt Crown. Like, share, one word. You can just call me Burt, and I have signed a 25-year contract with this organization, so I will not be going anywhere. We will win as many Stanley Cups as we can in that 25-year run, but it is not with this group. So let's take care of that now. And unfortunately, the best way to handle starting from scratch is to just rip off the Band-Aid early. Austin Matthews will no longer be a Toronto Maple Leaf, and the best place that we can think to send somebody that we do not want to see is Arizona. We're only going to have to see Austin Matthews twice in a year, or if they make it to the Stanley Cup, but let's be real. So we're going to send him to Arizona. And in the hunt for rebuilding, we want first-round picks and prospects. So we are going after 2 first-round picks, Dylan Guenther and Victor Soderstrom. We feel like this would be a great rebuild start for the team. We like the character of both these guys, and we hope that Arizona wants Austin Matthews as much as we want to start from scratch. So let's send this offer in and see what they say. Now, I understand the blood, sweat, tears that our fan base, our loyal fan base, has put into this club and this organization. But these are steps that are going to be drastic, but are required to make. We have just gathered an asset to help us get Connor Bedard. We have just gathered 2 extremely valuable prospects to build within this organization. I really do hope that you guys will bear with us in the rebuild of a dynasty. But unfortunately, guys, your pain and your suffering will not be stopping here. Mitch Marner will be the next person we move on from. And much like Austin Matthews, we do not want to face Mitch Marner at a high rate. So we will be moving him to Anaheim, the Mighty Ducks. What we're hoping for is to get a middle 6 center that we can hopefully ride for the remainder of his career, and a first-round pick to help chase more valuable prospects in our organization. So we will send this offer out, and we appreciate all Mitch's service, but we hope Anaheim sees the value in this trade. Now, Chicago is the owner of 2 first-round picks. So it would be foolish of myself and this organization not to try to pull those first-round picks away from this organization. So we are going to look at sending them Morgan Riley, who is a great contract, a great player, but he is a part of the culture that we are trying to remove. And Timothy Liljegren, a great prospect that Chicago is seeking. So we are going to get these 2 picks and firmly establish ourselves as a bottom feeder team to get Connor Bedard. Let's hope that Chicago sees the value in these trades. Chicago needs this trade to be a little sweeter. So we're going to reevaluate it, and we're going to look at it, and we're going to see what we can come up with. They are after middle round picks. So we are going to offer them Toronto and Ottawa's 3rd rounders. Now remember, these will be high 3rd rounders because we will not be a very good team. So Chicago, these will be high 3rd rounders. You could even say they will be very close to low 2nd rounders. However you want to word it. But let's hope you see the value in the trade that our organization is sending you right now. Now, for the first time since I've been a GM and president of the Toronto Maple Leafs, I am going to try and make a trade within our conference within our division. And we're talking about a heavy hitter of William Nylander going to the Buffalo Sabres. This is a trade that we could regret later, but I think has the potential of making us extremely good in the future. And I feel as if this first round draft pick will be one we want to obtain. So Buffalo, see the value in getting William Nylander. Buffalo wants a little more. They're being slightly greedy here, but we will make them an offer. William Nylander and Michael Bunting. Will that be enough for Buffalo to say, thank you, and we love doing business with you? It is not enough. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to offer up SDA because I don't see a future for him on the big club, and we're not worried about building up the AHL team when we're trying to build a winner in the NHL. I'm not going to lie here. The Buffalo Sabres are being extremely difficult to deal with. And if they do not accept this, they are missing out on the trade of a lifetime. So they are out. We will work on getting that first later. Montreal has 2 very big contracts that they're looking to give up, which could be very good for us because they also have 2 first-round draft picks. This is not going to be a trade I feel like Montreal will take. We will probably have to sweeten it up a little bit, but let's see where they stand. I feel like we're going to sweeten it up, hitting them big with a first-round draft pick next year from the Arizona Coyotes. And that gets it done. I would just like to say to the fan base, we have done a lot of work here today. We've made a lot of deals. We've made a lot of changes. And I know it's stressful and it's scary right now that we have traded away the biggest pieces of our organization. But if you look at what we brought back into the future of this club, I truly feel like we will be great again. We've said bye to some stressful people. We've said bye to never being able to make it out of the first round. And I'm going to leave you with that today. The best way to get stronger is to beat the losses. And we are getting past the losses, and we will be better. Burt Crown, until the next press conference, you guys have yourself a great day.